And it's time for another NECA Last Ronin figure review. This is our first from the Lost Years. So this is going to be continuing in the Roninverse after the last Ronin. It's going to have all those flashbacks in it, but it's also moving forward at the same time. This one is number 16. So we're starting the first in the series with 16. Now the mural looks like it ties back in to the other murals from the last Ronin figures. That ended with number 12. Then we got Casey Marie and the bike. That was 14, but it didn't really have a mural on the side like this. So I don't know if that counts, because then we also had the Ghost Brothers that were 23. There's a huge gap there. So I don't know if they're going to have, like they did say, the next figure in the line is Casey Marie with the other two baby turtles. This is Grammy April. So that could be 15. And it could go back one. Like, as you recall, the original line, even though it was 1 through 12 and they all match up in that nice mural, we got 1 and 2, and then it skipped to 7, and then we got the rest of the figures in time, and it went back to 3, 4, 5, 6. So this could be skipping around too. Who knows? And I don't know if this is going to tie in with the teapot turtle being at the end here. This might, and then it just keeps going. Or this might be the start of a new mural. They're just starting it on 16. So unclear. We're asking NECA if we get the chance. But the mural's been all over the place. So anyway, same as the other boxes. We have the number on the side here. We have some action figure on the back, some action figure posing, and then we have the artwork on the front with the new Lost Years logo. And then on the inside, we have the figure in the window box with a Velcro display and then another action shot. But let's check out this set. All right, so we have our April here. I think she looks awesome. I mean, look, you get that robotic foot right here. The metal foot, so she lost her leg from the explosion back in the first book. You got a little oil kit here, I think, for fuel for a welding torch or something. You can see all the way around. She got scars on her face. They did a really nice job there with that face. It still has those contour lines. So you still have that sort of cell shaded look to it, which is really nice. And it still has that classic Ronin articulation. I'm trying to gently bend to get the first crease in there. So you have that wrist, you have the elbow, you have the bicep, the arm, the head on the ball joint, you have the torso here, and the hip, and then that double knee hidden by her padding here, and then the ankle as well. So really nice articulation on there. And she turned into a bit of a grease monkey, so she comes with a wrench. Now I think there's a way to mount this on her belt somewhere. I don't see it. Maybe it just slides into the holster here on the side, just like this. But anyway, you could put it in her hand, and she has an assortment of hands. So we have fists over here, and we have wider holding hands. I don't want to go through it, but basically the wider holding hands aren't really going to grab anything, but they're just going to give you a little bit more expressiveness with the figure if you like doing that. For me, I'm happy with just being able to put a weapon in something and posing it that way. So in this instance, I think the default hands, for once, are weapon holding hands, because usually they come as fists, and it's a little annoying because then you have to switch them out. But she could hold that wrench pretty well in there and get to work on fixing up their little turtle there. So nice solid colors in there. Got her classic yellow underneath. You can see a little necklace, the ring on there from Casey, and I think it came out really great, just like it did in the novel. And next over here, I think this one is Yi. So this little baby turtle here has articulation in the arm, no elbow articulation. You have leg on a ball joint there, so little leg articulation. Head is on a ball joint, so a little micro articulation for the baby turtles here. And then over here, I think it's pronounced Roja. So this is the sort of meteor tank-like turtle here. Think of Raphael 2.0. Whoop. And this one here has the wrappings on, same articulation, comes with a couple of accessories. I mean, she had this, I think, little Walkman on her, and that kind of clips onto the shell there. And then you have the headphones, but do turtles have ears? I don't know. This one has headphones though, so you could see how that looks here. That's pretty sharp, that they made little micro accessories to keep the personality from the comic, for this tiny little turtle figure that comes in here. So this is kind of different, because they usually come as just a single figure. This one comes as a 3-pack, which I kind of appreciate because it gives it a lot more value. And they didn't issue these as singles or a set, which would have been weird just to get tiny turtles, unless they did it as a 4-pack. But this way, if you get April, you get a couple of the new turtles here in their sort of younger form with their accessories. Well, this one has accessories, and it's a nice way to sort of start your Lost Years collection with the baby turtles here and Grammy April. So solid choice to start this line off with April, because we don't have an April yet from Last Ronin, which is a shame because I think this very closely mimics her look. And not when they go back in time, but in the current timeline, this very closely mimics her look. So you can kind of substitute her in there for your Last Ronin April, essentially. So it's kind of nice to finally have this April in the collection, and then we're starting to move forward with these Last Ronin characters. As we showed you at SDCC, there are still a couple Last Ronin, including the Wandering Ronin figure coming out soon. So there's still more to come, so keep looking for those in future reviews as we continue to cover that. But that is your look at Grammy April, Yi, and Roja in this 3-pack starting off the Lost Years. This is a solid start to the series. We got a 3-pack, which is great for Last Ronin for the price of one. I think this still is around $35, $40. I'll have a link up for you guys to get it from Big Bad Toy Store. We're a little behind. This has been out for about a month or so now, but we were busy with Comic-Con and all the other news coverage we had. But this one is out now. Casey Marie was next announced. I believe that's coming out either later this year or first quarter next year. Who knows with shipping lately. But pretty awesome set. This is a great way to start the collection, giving you some turtles along with Grammy April, which we just don't have the April yet from Last Ronin. It's a pretty solid April to throw into your Last Ronin display as well. So that's all for this time. Like I said, go back and watch our NECA SDCC video if you want to see that Last Ronin, the Wandering Ronin. We saw him before. I think we saw him at Toy Fair and maybe even at the previous SDCC. He just hasn't come out yet. We saw some other ones teased, but we haven't seen them come back again, like the Patrol Sinja Patrol Officer or whatever they want to call it. They said it was going to be part of a pack. We got a pack in. We had accessories to get him from the Last Ronin accessory pack, but they said he was going to be his own figure because that one had black arms and stuff, so I've still yet to see that. And we've seen other ones teased as well, so we're just waiting for more figures to come. So they're not done with Last Ronin, but they are starting to move on to the Lost Years. Now they have 2 figures teased out for that, and then they have the grown-up turtles as well. So there is much more coming. So again, that is all for this time. Like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.